Well, good afternoon, everyone. We're normally coming at you in the evening. It's the afternoon, and happy Saturday to all of you. We are Dr. Dondee and Marci Nettles, and we are super excited to be sharing some information with you that's completely changed our lives. And there's a lot of people right now that it could change theirs as well, because one of the things we realize, everybody knows that when big problems exist, big solutions are somewhere. We just have to find them, and we're hoping to share some of those with you tonight. So let us share with you, or as I said tonight, didn't I? Today. Yeah. So let us share with you how we became your presenters. As I said, I am Dr. Dondee Nettles. I was a family wellness chiropractor for almost 20 years and an AM talk radio host for about 2.5 years, and absolutely loved what I did, helping people become more self-empowered with their health. And when I saw the information that we're going to share with you, I was at the height of my professional success, seeing between 350 and 500 patients a week, and had an hour-long program on AM radio every Saturday on 2 different AM stations. But what most people didn't know is I was a father, but didn't have the ability to act like one. The 80 to 90 hours a week outside my home to keep my practice and to keep my radio show educating people and helping them was allowing me to never be available to help my own children. And was being an absentee father. Well, the saving grace was the information we're going to share with you. Because when I saw it a little over 10 years ago and implemented it into my life, a year later, I was able to sell my practice and become a home-based father, a home-based entrepreneur, and the icing on the entire cake was meeting this beautiful woman, my trophy wife, Marci, and I say that with all respect. We do this now. We are home-based entrepreneurs. We're home-based parents and grandparents, and we help people all over the world, not just in our own town. When my practice is open, Marci's got an amazing story too. How'd you get here?
You know what, guys, I'm so passionate about what we do. Every single person out there right now is having a completely different look at life, right? Everything has changed. Everybody is feeling things differently. For me, I found this opportunity, or it found me, at one of the darkest downtimes of my life. I was a law enforcement officer for over 10 years. I loved it. I was making good money and I felt like I was helping people. But what I didn't like is that my kids were young and I was missing out on a lot of their growing up time. I also learned really hard, which many of you are feeling right now, is that when you have a job that you need to go and give your time to somebody else before you can earn that paycheck to be able to pay your bills, you're not in control. Are you feeling out of control right now? I was feeling so out of control back in August of 2009 when I was in a car accident on duty that ended my career that fast. I didn't have a say in it. I ended up with a brain injury, several herniated discs throughout my spine that required surgeries, and immediately I was no longer in control. I lost a marriage that was already suffering to poor finances, lost a house. I went through the struggles of not being able to take care of my kids the way that I had before. And ultimately I became very depressed and ended up on prescription medications that had warning labels on them that said may cause suicidal tendencies. And so dark times, down times, I had 4 suicide attempts before very dear friends of mine cared enough to reach out and share this information with me that we're going to be sharing with you tonight. So guys, ever since I saw it, I had hope for the first time in 18 months that I could be in control again, that I could have a purpose, I could make the money that I needed to make to take care of my family, and that I could have my wellness back. And since that time, like Dondee said, we met and we have been building this business together from home, helping so many other people also find that hope that they are so searching for. So we are so excited to be your guides tonight, to share the ultimate biohacker's guide on how you can take control of your own biology, your own future.
Absolutely. Well, business has changed. We all know that. And the entire world has changed, especially recently. Well, we're living in this time that is being called the new gig economy. And if you're not familiar with that term, let me just explain a couple examples where Uber and Airbnb just capitalized on a need. We were talking about providing solutions to the need. People that wanted to get somewhere but didn't want to call a taxi and wait and talk to the dispatcher and wait 45 minutes. Uber steps in and through cell phone technology paired people that had cars with people that didn't want to take a cab, but they wanted to get somewhere. And Airbnb did the same exact thing with people who didn't want to stay in hotels, but didn't want to stay in their own home either that night. and paired them up with people that had guest rooms and rental properties. And in the process of that digital platform, this new gig economy, they filled two needs. And within 10 years, became the #1 ride sharing service and the #1 room sharing service on planet Earth without owning a single taxi cab or a single hotel room. That's capitalizing and fulfilling a need. Facebook and Amazon have taken it to a different level, where people want to share pictures of where they're eating and their food that they're eating, their grandkids' accomplishments, and hey, the stuff they want to sell in their garage. With Facebook Marketplace stepped in, and through digital platform connected people that had stuff they wanted to share with the world and people that were curious about what other people in the world were doing. And Amazon, let's just face the issue. They changed the way people buy and sell stuff by using this digital platform and convenience and fulfilling a massive need. The reason we start this presentation this way is because the world is in a very same situation. And the business that Marci and I are talking about running from home, we do it with this, the digital platform, pairing people that are looking for better health and other ways of making money with a wonderful business opportunity and product line that does that. But just how else has business changed?
You know what? It's really all about disruption, right? The way people have thought that things always had to be done a certain way, and now they're learning it's completely different. Thinking outside the box is a big deal. So we're excited because that's what we're doing, is we're disrupting the way you're thinking right now. And we're actually going to be connectors for you to the information that you need to make a good decision for yourself, for your own personal future. So right now we're sharing information with you about the trends that are going on in the world. We're going to also share products that are going to disrupt the way that you think about your wellness, and a company that is just bringing this all to us. It's a blessing. On top of that, we're going to talk about the timing and the system that's in place to be able to help you be successful, and compensation, a leveraged income stream. So guys, this is I have stuff popping up all over the place here. The reason why we're so excited about disruption is because there's new technology available to us to be able to take control of our own wellness. One of those technologies is called nutrigenomics. It's the scientific study of the interaction of nutrition and genes, your DNA. The Today Show said the latest trend in nutrition isn't a fad diet or newly discovered supplement. It's your own DNA. So we're going to be sharing a lot of third-party validation with you tonight so that you'll be able to have everything in your hands to make the right choice for you. In this projected market of nutrigenomics, it's expected to exceed over $17 billion being spent by 2023. And it's all because people are sick and tired of being hijacked.
Yeah. Hijack is a negative term. It's where you take something and you use it for destructive or negative reasons. We're doing that voluntarily, literally every single day, because whereas 10 years ago, people had one job and they were able to make ends meet and actually put some money away. It's not the case anymore. People are working 2, 3, 4 jobs, and now people are at home wanting to get back to those 2, 3, and 4 jobs and not being able to, which creates physical, emotional stress. People are working more, sleeping less, eating out of convenience, not out of good nutritional choices. And we're now living in a world of EMF where there's electromotive force everywhere, magnetic fields everywhere, and we're now suffering the consequences. We are becoming biohackers. Now, maybe you're not familiar with the term biohacking, but I guarantee you're familiar with the practice. Because if you've ever opted for a salad instead of a supersized fries for your kids, you're a biohacker at heart. It's taking control of your own biology, becoming the best genetic potential option of yourself by making mindful, common sense choices using nutrigenomics. As Marci said previously, it's how the research of how nutrients and natural compounds affects literally your genes. We're going to show you a short video on who we are as a company, what we're doing as a company, but most importantly, why. Check this out.
LifeVantage began in a lab with a single powerful scientific discovery. A discovery that proved that people around us have more capacity, potential, and ability within them than we've been led to believe. A discovery that our genes have built-in abilities to keep our bodies healthy, and that we could tap into those abilities by communicating with our genes through nutrients. This shifted the way we see every person we encounter. It meant we could no longer accept the limits of the human condition, so we began introducing the world to biohacking. The idea that you can be better today than you were yesterday, that you can take control of your own biology, that your health doesn't have to decline as you get older. You don't have to simply accept the hand you've been dealt. And we run our company the same way. We don't follow the status quo. Every day in research labs around the world, we are learning how much more our bodies can do for us and how we can flip the switches on our built-in abilities to stay healthy. At LifeVantage, we believe it shouldn't take decades for this research to get into the hands of everyday people that need it. So at LifeVantage, we're putting this research into products that flip those switches. And we're doing it with a dedication to quality and safety, combined with a people-first approach to selling our products. Sure, we could have gone the expected route, sold our products on big box shelves like everyone else. In fact, at first, we did just that. But then we realized something. Our product sales were fueled by word of mouth and personal success stories, not marketing dollars. We stopped paying big box stores and started paying our customers for what they were already doing, which allowed us to eliminate the gamble of traditional advertising in favor of performance-based payouts. And in the process, we ended up turning biohacking into a movement, empowering women, minorities, and all entrepreneurs to break societal barriers and realize what they're capable of, fueled by the power of a leveraged income. From a handful of people in the lab in just a few years, the movement has become a global phenomenon with no signs of slowing down. Our products aren't the only way we're investing in human potential. We're creating hardworking technology, using AI, machine learning, and mobility to make it as easy to run a LifeVantage business as it is to take an Uber.
Welcome to the LifeVantage app.
Since that first profound discovery, we have been relentlessly seeking to flip additional switches, systematically working our way through the most prominent theories on aging, from addressing the antioxidant theory of aging by flipping the NRF2 switch that produces antioxidants, to addressing the mitochondrial decline theory by flipping the NRF1 switch that produces mitochondria, and most recently, addressing the sirtuin theory of aging by flipping the NAD switch that increases sirtuin activity. We are fiercely dedicated to changing the discussion around health and helping others see what we have seen, to see the immense potential in those around us. It's an inspiring way to see the world. It's why the biohacker movement continues to grow at a blistering pace. It's why giving back to our communities is a fundamental core belief. It's why in a few short years, we have expanded into 16 countries and counting, and grown from one groundbreaking nutrigenomic product to 3, with over 20 additional products supporting the biohacker lifestyle. It's why we now have relationships with CEOs, sports teams, and influencers. It's why LifeVantage has grown from $3 million in revenue our first year to closing in on $250 million. It's why we will never stop, and why we're inviting anyone who's willing to join us. Because to change the way the world sees, you can't merely settle for different. You have to be better and engineer a world of potential in the process.
So that's why we're here, and we're so excited to be sharing with you these amazing products that will help to promote and support your best wellness ever. We're going to be covering products in several different categories where already today, $600 billion is being spent around the world. We're going to focus primarily on our core products and then just share a little bit of the rest of the story.
Well, let's start the story in the beginning, where scientists and researchers are talking about the theories of aging. The first one that really comes up in discussion is the free radical theory of aging. You might be going, well, I don't really know what that means. But if you've ever cut open an apple and seen it turn brown, that's what it is. It's oxidation. In the air, we have oxygen, and it affects our cells the same way. It allows our bodies to start rusting and rotting, but we have the ability to fight it off. That's the power of this. The 5 natural ingredients that you see at the bottom, when combined together in the proper ratio, turn our cells' ability to fight off oxidative stress on in grand fashion, such that it reduces oxidative stress by 40% in the first 30 days. What that does is supports normal cell function and cell repair. That's where health comes from. And not just my opinion, the National Institute on Aging wanted to quantify how this deals with the theory of aging and found that over a 10-year study, giving the product that you see, the finished product, to mice, it extended their life by 7%. That's about 4.5 years to 5 years that is extrapolated into a human being. And not just my opinion about where this comes from, the BSCG and the NSF, gold standards in consumable products. So how does this continue? Well, let's talk about the science that validates it, where scientists and researchers from all over the world study this, publish it in medical journals done at universities that are amazing, and publish it on pubmed.gov. We invite you to see it. It's just amazing when you do. But maybe science is not your deal. Maybe you quite frankly don't understand and don't even care. Well, media has covered it. All the major networks have covered it. It's been on the cover of Wall Street Journal, and this again is the finished product. Very important to make that distinction, not the ingredients, but the finished product. The Today Show talked about it, ABC News, and Marci will talk about that a little later. PBS did an entire story on it, and Dr. Phil had Donny Osmond come out and bring up that big blue bottle you see right there and say, Dr. Phil, I found the fountain of youth. I take it every day, and it works. And because this is a business and intellectual property is important, it's patent protected, as you can see at the bottom. Well, that's how the story started. But as most great books, there's other chapters. The second chapter we brought to this is our Protandim NRF1 synergizer, where we dealt with another theory of aging, the mitochondria theory of aging, or better known as energy loss. When we figure out what the 5 natural ingredients you see at the bottom in the precise blend to turn back on your cell's ability to create their own energy, pretty amazing things happen. How many people do you know that lack energy even though they got a good night's sleep and they reach for coffee first thing in the morning? That's to prove the point that we needed help. Again, BSCG and NSF approved. Unbelievable. Well, we took it a step further. Let's just call this the end closing chapter of theories of aging, but just starting the story. NAD synergizer, where we're dealing now with the sirtuin theory of aging, or the lack of cellular communication efficiency. That's what this does. So supports healthy longevity, better cleanup inside your cells, cognition, better focus, concentration, mood, and attention span. How many people could benefit from that? But what we found was even more amazing is when these 3 products were stacked together in what we call our Protandim Trisynergizer. If you look at the bar graphs that you see on the left, NRF2, in the middle, NRF1, and on the right, NAD. In each of these 3 examples, the 2 bar graphs on the left is what the body experienced when that individual product was taken. In each of the 3 examples, the 2 bar graphs on the right was when all 3 were taken together in a compound, or what we call a trisynergizer effect. That is really the key to health and wellness from the inside, is dealing with how the body ages and providing remedies. So how do we continue this? Well, nutrition is critically important, as Marci said, and as you already know. Probiotics are very important. They're very popular. We just asked the question, how could we take something people are aware of and make it better? And it was very simple. We take a round shape that is small. It gets to the large intestine where it needs to be much quicker, as opposed to a capsule or a powder that's neutralized in the stomach acid. And we put a coating on it called BioTract and infuse it with something called Wellmune, because 40% of your wellness and your immune system is in your intestinal tract, helping it get to where it needs to be and be the best probiotic on the market. Then we took it a step further from that, is the prebiotic. How do we fortify the probiotic that is already advanced in its design and quantity? Prebiotic with fiber to give the probiotic food to allow it to be better. So the prebiotic we introduced helps with gut microbiome. Again, that's the digestive system, to fortify proper usage and to feed the bacteria that are there helping you digest. And then we took it to a whole different level when we're talking about brain, cardiovascular, and circulatory system health, as well as your skin. Free fatty acids, or omega acids, are very, very important, and fish has always been a wonderful source. But with the world going where it's going in pollution, we are finding it more difficult to find pristine fish and pristine oceans, which is why we use GPS locators for a boat-to-bottle purity. We literally take the best quality fish so we don't have to process it, and we also take care of the main side effect or dislike that people have of fish oil, which is the burps that come sometimes. We put essential oil of lemon in there with that, added some vitamin D, and created the most amazing omega free fatty acid product on the market with balanced EPA and DHA.
So now more than ever, it is vitally important for you to support your body's optimal wellness. And the Ultimate Stack helps you do exactly that. If you're serious about your health, this is the one for you. Free shipping comes with giving your gut, brain, energy, mood, and motivation everything that it needs to be optimally healthy. So our product catalog also includes additional NRF2 activating products that are amazing. They're all super high quality and clean formulations. We have skincare, hair care, pet care, brain food in our Axio, and a weight management system called Physique. Please, 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 you will want to learn about these. Get with the person that invited you to see this information to get additional information on each one of these amazing lines. So where did these products come from? Why have you not heard of them? Well, LifeVantage has actually been around since 2003. We had Protandim NRF2 sold on store shelves, but because the product couldn't speak for itself and the technology was not understood, we did not get it into very many people's bodies until ABC Primetime did an investigative report back in 2005 that they came in and tried to disprove what we were saying about reducing that damage inside of our cells called oxidative stress, but they couldn't do it. They actually became our best piece of third-party validation that we still use to this day. We had all kinds of phone calls from scientists and researchers around the world wanting to use our finished product in their research because they knew the importance of reducing oxidative stress. So that's where all that science started coming from. We knew that we had to find a way to be able to get these products into people's hands faster and better and help them understand why they're important. And so in 2009, we decided to go into direct sales, word of mouth marketing, or social selling, and we've never looked back. We're publicly traded. We're on the NASDAQ. Our ticker is LFVN. Please go check us out. We are super excited about where we're going because we are pre-active. Even in this time right now, guys, we have well over 9 months of supply of product that's already been created, and we have the raw materials to continue providing these life-changing nutrigenomic products to everyone that wants to be a biohacker. And that's all thanks to our corporate leadership that we are so thankful for. We are also very excited about our expansion into other markets. We are currently open for business in 19 different countries. The top 2 rows there, you can see those are the ones that are open for distributors to start building a leveraged income. You can see we've got Singapore there down at the bottom right. Coming soon. We're looking to open that country at the end of May and early June. That's the focus point for that. Then the Global Customer Program, the bottom row of countries there, this is where people can learn about being a biohacker. They can order the products from someone working the business in one of the top 2 rows of countries, and the products will be shipped directly to their doors from LifeVantage. You don't have to make home deliveries, guys. It's awesome. And you can also see here that we've got Malaysia coming online right around the same time as Singapore. Super excited for the people in those countries. Now, being a first-time network marketer, I knew that I needed to have the support of a proven system and people that had already walked the path and had success. I've always dreamt of having a laptop lifestyle, being able to work wherever I was at so that I could enjoy my life with the people that I love and care about. And with social sharing, these amazing products and the technology that we have at our fingertips, I'm actually able to build my business internationally wherever I have self-service and Wi-Fi. So keep in mind, guys, you are in business for yourself, but you will always have a team of people that have had success that you can connect to. And some of that is through our regional and corporate trainings, which is just phenomenal. It helps each one of us learn what we need to learn to become professionals and have the success that we want to have. But again, keep in mind, you'll always be able to take control on your terms. But we've got such amazing tools within this system to help you be successful, including these replicated websites that come for free with each one of the distributor packages. You can share information with the people that you care about on what our products are, what biohacking is all about, how we earn a living, and see where we get all of the support from LifeVantage. This is a free replicated site, and they've taken it even further to where you can have a simple 1, 2, 3 checkout system for your customers. You've been sharing the information. They see it, they love it, they want it in their bodies right now. You just fill out a personalized shopping cart for them with the products that they are ready to start on. And right here, you can see where the share button is. You just click on that, and it's going to give you a link that you'll be able to send to them via text, social media, or an email even, so that they can finish the process, personal information, payment, and checkout, and the products will be on their way to their door. Now, talking about network marketing, there's lots of questions. One is, does anybody really make any money in network marketing? Two is there anybody that will help me? And three is, I don't know, does everybody have a chance to make money? Well, the first one here, we're going to be talking about global billions of dollars and how much is made by distributors. In 2011, $158 billion was spent on products and services in a network marketing company. That jumped up to $189 billion in 2017. This is significant because 40% of every dollar is paid out to the people that share the information, the distributors or representatives of the products or services. So lots of money is being made by people in network marketing.
And it really just comes down to the timing for you. If you're looking at it from the business, or the timing of the opportunity when you're looking at the world. Is it the right time for people to be healthier? Yes or yes. Is it the right time for people to be more self-sufficient as far as finances are concerned? Yes or yes. That's really what I ask you to look at. So the two curves that you're seeing on your screen, the red curve is how people deal with new information or change, and I'll explain that. And the blue curve is the life cycle of a business from the time it starts to the time it becomes very successful. Let's look at the red curve first. Maybe some of you are hearing this information for the first time and you're wondering, well, it sounds too good to be true. I should look into it. And yes, you should. But if you're like most people, if you look at the innovators, the 2.5% at the bottom, most people do not jump into new things or take the advice of the person they're hearing about the new thing from. They want something else to happen. In the early adopters, they want someone else to have an experience that they can observe before they jump in. And in the early majority, they want somebody else to have an experience and some expert opinion from someone who's an expert. So if you're looking at the percentages, 13.5% and 34% just comes from time and more information. Well, our company just had its 10th year. We're publicly traded and always have been, and we had our best year in our 10th year, and so far in our 11th, the first 2 quarters have been the best in the company history. So just ask yourself the questions. Do people around the world want what I'm hearing? That will allow you to understand the power and magnitude of something called momentum. And that's when people get involved in something that has proven itself before the rest of the world hears about it. That's really the timing and the opportunity. Where you see that asterisk on the blue curve is where we are. Relatively nobody knows about this, but everybody needs the opportunities and the solutions we're providing. They just haven't heard about it yet, and that's exactly where you come in. So how do we get involved in this? We talk about fast tracking with a pack. We have 3 options on the business side. We have the silver pack, the gold pack, and the platinum pack, based on whether somebody wants to earn some spare time, couple of $100, or some part-time, couple $1,000, or maybe some full-time leveraged income that they can replace their current income with. We have options for all 3. But also comes with all 3 of these options is the asset. So comes with some of the products, the most popular products, or all of the products when you're looking at the gold, the silver, or the silver, the gold, or the platinum pack. But the assets that come along with all of them is really what is most important. So we offer people the ability to get in where they fit in with the things like the corporate and the team that Marci talked about, several hundred years of experience, the production facilities, quality control to make sure that it's great, shipping, customer service, the website, technology, the IT side to make sure information that we're getting out is new, relative, and up to current standards, advertising, marketing, legal and compliance, and accounting, making sure that people are getting their checks and paid fair, and the events and promotions. All of that is handled with all 3 of our packs. So here's really what the discussion goes. How do I make money? Well, money depends on how you're used to it. Most of us, if not all of us, are used to doing something and getting paid at the end of the week. Same kind of thing exists here. So when you take this information about these wonderful products that you're hearing about, and you give people the opportunity to purchase them and use them to improve their health and wellness, they can become your network of consumers. And when you share this information with people that are looking for another way of making money, or maybe just some financial security, you're giving them the ability to be your network of distributors. That's how the weekly pay works. But the monthly pay, the leveraged income, is really where this excels, where you know someone and then they know people you don't know, and vice versa, and on and on. When those people are choosing the option to be customers or distributors, the network grows. And as the network grows, so does your ability to be profitable. That's really where this comes in. And what Marci alluded to earlier, one of the things we love about this is we incentivize people financially to work together as a team, and they do. That's called our generational matching bonus. And we also take it a step further with our elite bonus pool, where we take 4% of global revenue every single month and share it with the top people in the company that are working with everyone. So you incentivize people to work together as a team and as a community, and they do. And then we throw $25,000 free gifts on top of it, like Jeeps and Rolexes and jet skis in our My Life Venture program. So if you want free gifts, take a look at that too. But this is really what we're excited about. And we ask the question, how far can you take this? Let me remind you that we are a publicly traded company. The document you see right now is our income disclosure statement, and a matter of legally binding document and public record. So if you look at the distribution of our ranks of distributor all the way to executive master pro 10 and the average monthly income, third column left to right, you'll see down to the dollar how much money you can expect to make. And if you look all the way to the right, how much time you can expect to put into this program, working with people who want to help you, following a proven system. So let's just use a couple examples. Look at Pro 3, the first color you see there highlighted. $626 per month on average, and it takes about 8 months to get there working this very proven system. So how would an extra $7,500 into your family income be by following a proven system with people that want to help you after 8 months? How about the next, look at the next colored line there, our Premier Pro 5. $3,107 per month on average, and it takes less than a year and a half to get there following this system with people that want to help you. In the next year and a half doing what you're doing now, could you expect a $37,000 a year raise? If not, you really need to take a look at this. And Marci and I, over the last 10 years, have made a significant difference in building a very solid elite business in this company.
So guys, it really comes down to this, is giving you a choice, thinking outside the box, and creating a leveraged income that can give you some security. So let's look at the traditional plan. This is what most people have been on that has been so severely disrupted right now, working for someone else to earn a living, helping them build their dream with hopes of having some time at the end to live your life. Well, now you've got time. What are you going to do with it? Are you going to be that second person that's going to look at this and think outside the box and be willing to look at something differently, work with a team, build an income, and have the time to be able to spend it with the people you love and care about? It's all about choices. It's all about options. And always keep in mind that you should never depend on a single income source, because as many are experiencing right now, at any given time, it can be disrupted. Just also keep in mind that it does take time, energy, effort, and a financial investment to get started with that leveraged income stream. But why not do it with a company that believes that we help the individual be better, and together we're stronger? We've partnered with all of these different organizations over the past 10.5 years, helping the world to be a better place. We're currently partnered with Families Helping Families as part of the LifeVantage legacy. We raise the money throughout the year, and then at the end of the year, hundreds of distributors go down to Puerto Penasco, Mexico, and help build homes for families that would never have their own roof over their heads. It is so amazing to be part of something that is bigger than yourself. So guys, we are so excited that you spent this time with us. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And also please go and thank the person that invited you to see this information and invited you to think outside the box. Just be honest with them. Let them know where you fall. On a scale of 1 to 10, where do you fall? 1, absolutely, I want to become a biohacker and have my best optimal health possible right now. 10, yes, let's get started on the products and start building this leveraged income together as a team. Or if you're somewhere in between, let us know where you fall, and we'll be happy to get you the information to help you move forward. But if it's not for you, that's okay. It's not for everybody. But if you thought of anyone, please Take the time to pass their information along to whoever shared this with you so that they too can have the opportunity to see it. Thanks so much.
Absolutely. Thank you guys for joining us. Be safe. God bless. Happy Saturday.